What's up, everybody? I am back with another video, and guys, I finally got FAHREN-KNIFE. You've probably seen with the title, and I am so happy. I can't even start to describe how happy I am about getting this artifact. It is so good. Although it does depend on who you put it on, even if it's like a classic Flash or a Raiden or DC Universe Superman, DC Universe Supergirl, it's going to be crazy. I don't even have half the teams that I need to be able to put this thing to use. I only have a few of them. And a bunch of them are just a bunch of teams that I decided to try. Not really going to use them, but I did want to try them. I did recently stock up on some gems, and I'm hoping to get Scarab's Chosen Blue Beetle and Ruler of Kahndaq Black Adam with said gems. I did get around 50 to 60k gems. And on that note, I did open a couple of chests for the Kryptonian Duo chest, and I dropped DC Universe Superman twice. So I will be upgrading him to 3 stars ascended soon, depending on how long it takes for me to get those last shards for my league mates. For the first fight, I wanted to go with DC Universe Supergirl. My one problem with this fight is that if she does not have passive stats, you're going to be risking a lot, and you're going to be struggling to keep her alive, because she is a very, very squishy character. I genuinely almost died during this fight, and I died multiple times trying to do this fight, so I would not count on this fight. I just wanted to see how much I would do without passive stats, and with 2 of the best supports in the game. She is, honestly, in my opinion, one of the easiest characters to stack the knife with, especially if you're just doing like by herself, because she does have a base 3 fast attack hits. So I pretty much just have classic Flash here for honestly pretty much no reason. But as you can see, I'm already half health with her, because Black Adam tier 2 boss, actually, he's not really gonna do that much damage. It's just she does not have a lot of health. So as you can see, I've already stacked the knife 3 times, and it's just a lot of damage. See all the dot damage critting and the normal crits. I don't even have to do any specials, but like I said, I almost died here. I got very lucky with that stun, and boom. It's so good. Another fight, I wanted to do this one with passive stats, but I put the most useless character as her support, because he does absolutely nothing for his teammates. I am going to do the same with DC Universe Superman, and I will honestly, to be completely sane with you, DC Universe Supergirl isn't better than DC Universe Superman. I'ma say it, I know. She's not bad, he's not bad. They're both insane characters. The only difference is that she does more damage faster, but he does guaranteed damage safer. So it's not going to be as risky to do damage with him than it will be with her. That was a 30-second one-shot with DC Universe Supergirl, with like the worst support ever. All she had was passive stats. For these next 2 fights, I'm going to be doing the same build, like team builds, but with DC Universe Superman. And there wasn't really any comparison here. I really just wanted to test it out on the 2 best characters that I have for this artifact. Of course, like I said, I do want to be getting Scarab's Chosen Blue Beetle soon. And he has like a lot of different mechanics tied to him, and I'm not really going to explain it now, because I'll explain it when I get him. I will say, any character that has unhittable, much like DC Universe Superman and his special 3, and or incoming damage is going, it's just gonna be crazy. So like, say if I were gonna put a Raven, like if I put Raven with FAHREN-KNIFE on her with passive stats, that would be crazy. Damage buffs also are very good for this artifact, so it's really just dependent on your character and the build that you have put on that character. As you can see, I have already stacked his incoming damage and am working on stacking knife, and it's already over. Less than a minute. One shot. It's FAHREN-KNIFE. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go, FAHREN-KNIFE. It's crazy. We already knew this, but in this, I wanted to do the same thing as I did with Supergirl, and that was put Firestorm, who does nothing for his team, and just put passive stats on Firestorm. Now, it is a lot harder to stack his buffs since how he does not have fast attack hits, so he's going to take a lot longer to fill up his Kryptonian bar and his power bars. I do go unhittable here, and the whole point of that is to start stacking the knife. At my current level, the knife stacks every 44 combo, and it stacks by 6. And it goes up to 28%, I'm pretty sure, at max. But that's for now until I get it to a higher level. I am able to tank super move. I mean, it is just a tier 2 boss, so he's not going to do much damage. DC Universe Superman is a very interesting character as far as the part where he, when he goes unhittable, or you do his special 3, he gets a buff that lets him bypass every immunity other than damage cap. The only like downside to it is that he does not bypass damage cap. But with me not having FAHREN-KNIFE, I can now bypass damage cap because that's not me doing it in one value. Because damage cap stops you from doing a lot of damage in one value. This next fight is going to be Raiden and Killer Frost. No passive stats, just Raiden with FAHREN-KNIFE and Killer Frost with Lasso for the incoming damage. And also I have Killer Frost there to stack her damage buff, which goes up to 400%. I do like showing y'all the builds, and I know there's a lot of questions in the comments about character builds. I'm very sorry that I can't, like, I'm not a very knowledgeable person on how to build characters. I just get the percentages all the way up as best as I can and call it good. And if I can, I'll put a few more attack rolls as well. But, yeah, so Raiden is a very good character for stacking FAHREN-KNIFE. He does have only 2 fast attack hits though, so it's going to take a lot longer. But he does have a 600% damage buff when he power drains. And if you're wondering, when his damage buff starts to go down, all you have to do to get it to go back up is to just get to 10 combo and start power draining again. And as you power drain, his damage buff will go back up. As you can see, I have the FAHREN-KNIFE at 17% right now. Of course, like I said, it only goes up to 28% right now. Or 29%, I think, actually. It goes up by 6. So I'm really just going to start by trying to stack my FAHREN-KNIFE. It's at 23% now. I'm using Raiden's Power Steel, and now I tag into Killer Frost to stack Lasso and her damage buff. Now, I do have to do quite a few specials so that I can, I don't know what the buff is called, but if you can see, when I hit the character, it almost instantly just takes them off of being frozen. But now that I've started that buff, it doesn't take them off of frozen when I hit them, but it takes it off when they get hit by, or when they stop, the freeze buff stops. Sorry guys, I'm so jittery, it's late at night, and, oh, I'm running out of breath. I tag back into Killer Frost to continue the damage buff, and then back into Raiden to, just finish the rest of the health off with FAHREN-KNIFE. I will say Black Adam is a decently difficult character to combo interrupt, so I wouldn't advise you to use this artifact against him. Because the whole point of FAHREN-KNIFE is to not get hit, pretty much. Like, you have to get a certain amount of combo without taking any unblocked damage. So if you take the unblocked damage, the combo that you need to get resets. So if you're struggling to stack your FAHREN-KNIFE, that is probably why. Classic Flash is another really good character to use FAHREN-KNIFE on. Pretty much every Flash character is. It definitely helps that he has the guaranteed fast attack chance and the 4 fast attack hits, but I do have Classic Batman there for the power generation, because when the opponent's blind and they miss a shot, or they miss a hit, you are going to power generate a bit. And of course, Killer Frost there again for Lasso. Again, as I said before, Classic Flash is a very easy character to stack the knife with. See, it's already at 17, no, now 23, and now it's maxed. So now that I have the knife maxed, I wanted to get the FAHREN-KNIFE, the Lasso stats, and get the incoming damage, and then I'm pretty sure I ended up doing his damage buff, but I wanted to do it after I power generated a bit. But as you can see, I start getting the power generation going with his special 2 and his damage buff with his special 3, and it's so broken, guys. There's like this is Classic Flash, guys. I haven't even built this character yet. He's literally just a support character for me right now. Next we have the Flawed Justice team. I don't have Ruler of Kondak Black Adam, which is preferably what you would use FAHREN-KNIFE on. But, Hawkman, guys. He's also a very good character to use this artifact on, especially since I'm pretty sure he has a base 3 fast attack hits. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, he does have a base 3 fast attack hits. So he's also a very good character to use FAHREN-KNIFE on. I did get Peacemaker's gears to level 60. So I do have him looking a bit cooler. Not really anything coming from it, just he looks a bit cooler. I do have Classic Flash to make this team a little bit easier to use. And I did recently upgrade his special 2 so I can power drain with it. Peacemaker is honestly, I don't know, guys. I need to get him up star levels because he's so hard to stack his P shields. It takes so long. I'm already a minute into the fight by the time I get done with his P shield stacks, and the fact that I'm usually having to stack it twice. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just with Classic Flash here, I'm able to power generate with Peacemaker. Every 16 combo, I generate 2 power bars, and then I tag into Mr. Hawkman to stack FAHREN-KNIFE. Now with Classic Flash here, I'm going to be having 4 fast attack hits, so I am going to be stacking the knife pretty fast. I will say the P shield damage buff is going to be needed to do a crazy amount of damage with this character. And so I tag back into Peacemaker and I'm gonna start power draining again to avoid super move while I stack lasso and get his peace stacks up as well. Peacemaker, I'm pretty sure every star level is another second less it takes to stack the peace shields, but I tag back into Hawkman and it's just over. FAHREN-KNIFE is insane, ladies and gentlemen. Next is DC Universe Lex Luthor. Honestly, my favorite character to use FAHREN-KNIFE on. He is very interesting. Very complicated character to learn, but once you learn him, it becomes pretty easy to use him. I did have to try and record this fight multiple different times, because if she does a special or she does a super move and my shield gets broken, he's pretty much dead because I have no gears. But once I do get his gears, he will be a lot more reliable. I do have Classic Flash again for the fast attack chance and fast attacks, and I understand Classic Flash is probably carrying for the FAHREN-KNIFE buff, but at the end of the day, it's really just for laughs and giggles, because I'm not really going to use this team ever. Brainiac is going to be here to stack his lethal buff, and he has lasso as well to get incoming damage. Usually, I end up using whatever support, like third support character I have to tank super move, and then I just decide to stay in the fight a while with Lex Luthor to stack his funds. I usually like to get around 700 to 800 funds before tagging in the Raptor. Also, I would not advise you to tag in the Raptor when you have it on triple stacks for your funds. I would leave it on the single funds so that it's not as expensive, unless you're fighting like a higher tier boss and need the extra health. But as you can see, with the special one, I am able to just start blocking and then combo interrupt, and pretty much just infinitely build his lethal buff. And as you can see, my Lex Luthor is just building his funds up. And I usually I use Puppet on Brainiac, but I need the passive stats and lasso as well. But as you can see, I get both the lethal chance and the stun going so that I can start building, stacking FAHREN-KNIFE. And honestly, it's honestly one of my favorite characters to stack FAHREN-KNIFE with. I love the Raptor. I'm pretty sure I just keep stunning, because when I stun, I'm able to do 3 combos within that stun duration, if you're doing 1 stack, of course. And then I do a special one to get guaranteed lethal, and then it's just crazy damage from there. Well, this is going to be it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'm hoping to see y'all in the next one. If you want to be pinned, much like my last 3 subscribers, then please do subscribe, like, and I'll see you all in my next video. Peace out.